Good morning from Raymerwood. A little under the weather, a little cold, got a little phlegm in the throat, having a hard time breathing at night, but I can make it. This is what I found in the woods across from my brother's house. My brother's house is right over there. And I saw it just because I'm hungry for the wood right now. I'm hungry for the logs. I'm thinking about taking down this big old white oak. I'm kidding, I'm not, no way. This little fella on the ground. Got a little rot in it, or actually quite a bit. I asked the neighbor up the street, I just want to make sure I wasn't on his property before I started to take this log over here. Everybody knows I have a little addiction for tree logs on the ground. So I got to get the wood. I am running out. My free sources. Look at this, I don't know. May have that oak wilt on it. That disease, which, you know, I don't like the diseases. I'll probably separate that stuff out. I don't want touching the other wood. I think there's some good stuff in there. I know they got a lot of mushrooms on it, which is never a good sign. But maybe the middle of this tree would be okay. That's probably an oak log right there leaning up against, and that's been up there right for a long time. I'm gonna take a look at that too. I might have a real good time out here this morning. Got a little roof replacement estimate to do this afternoon. Look at this. This might work right here. I got lots of trees down over here, and there's some stuff that's been down for a long time. Think about that. What do you think about that? That looks sus, as my kids would say. Split off there. That's another beautiful white oak. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do with that one. I don't know. There looks like another, possibly an oak log over there that's down. It'd be a ton of work though, because I'm not going to get my tractor back in here. I don't think. Skid everything out of here. I'd have to just remove so many of these trees just to get my tractor back here. It's just so much underbrush and stuff. I have to figure out what I want to do, because that's a long walk from here over there. Could probably use a wheelbarrow, but that's, look how pretty it is back here. This stuff is untouched. Looks like it hadn't been timbered in a long time through here. Look at that pretty red oak right there. Yeah, hickory right here. Nice hickory. It's a little fella. You gotta love the ones in the woods, in the middle of the forest, because most of them don't have a whole lot of branches on them for the first however many feet or so, 20, 30 feet for the most part. But I do believe this is a red oak log here. Ooh, that's some solid stuff in there. I don't know about the bottom half. That red oak, when it sits on the ground like that, y'all know it just doesn't last very long. There's lots of old dead trees on the ground over here. You know, nothing like being in the woods in the winter is the best. Look how pretty this is down here. Look how pretty this is. Do a little gold panning in there. Maybe. Neat little sandbars. Find some arrowheads in there. Be some fun stuff. I'm gonna go down there and check, see if I can find anything real quick before I decide what I wanna do with these logs that are down over here. There's another one that's down right here before I take off and do a little hunting for some arrowheads. This log has been down for a while. That's pretty rotten right there. What kind of tree are you? It feels pretty solid right there. This is all punky. I'd have to trim the edges off of that and get mostly heartwood if I could. It looks like they had that disease also. I don't know if that's oak wilt. I don't know what that is. Let's see if there's any more down over here. I don't see any more. I don't see any more down. Probably got some fat wood over here, some light wood from the pines. We got a lot of pines around here, y'all. A lot of pines. Nah, that's oak. That's oak. Anyway, let me come out here and take a look at this sandbar. See if I can find anything real nice down here. Okay, well, on my brother's side of the road, just over here looking in the woods, and I didn't know what tree this was looking from the road up there behind my brother's house. But it is a white oak, and that is a beautiful pencil for a long time. How pretty that's uprooted. We've had some decent windstorms recently and a lot of rain. I don't remember ever this tree falling. Anyway, so I'm gonna take this fella. I mean, that's a good 50, 60 feet long tree. Look at it. It's pretty. It's a younger tree. You guess maybe 25, 30 years old or so. That's what I'm guessing. I can take quite a bit of that oak. That'll be beautiful. Now, we have a lot of poplar around here. There's one through there. It's a pretty poplar. Lots of poplars. Poplars grow great here. White oaks grow great. This red oak right here. I don't know what type of red oak. Might be a northern red oak. I don't know. That's another poplar. It's a good sized poplar. So we have some, there's a big old red oak down here. Red maple grows really well in our woods. A lot of this muscle wood right here grows great. It's just an understory tree. Another muscle wood right there. Lots of sweet gum. We have lots of sweet gum that grows really well here. Lots of pines. I don't know if I said red maples, but yes, lots of red maples. Some hickory. Hickory, we don't really run across many hickory in our woods. Big old pine, you know they grow well. You see these big monsters around here. Big monster pines. They grow great. Then you got a baby white oak right next to it. That's a big old tree right there. Yeah. We have some elm. This is not easy to split. Terrible split. Like the sweet gum. Pretty woods. Love the woods. All right. I'm going to use this Maasdam rope puller. Okay. I'm going to hook it on the front of my truck here. And hopefully haul it out of the woods, so I don't have to go down in there, bucket up down in there, and then haul everything closer. I'm gonna bucket up there first though, in 9.5 foot lengths, because with the kerf and everything like that, I should get 16-inch pieces without any excess, hopefully. We'll see. But anyway, I'll plan on doing that. I'll get that root ball off. Like I said, 9.5 foot sections. I'll buck that up, see how much I can get. Take the limbs off out there in the woods, far away from the road here, so you really can't see much, hopefully. And let's go ahead and get started. It'll be fun. I hadn't done this in a while. It's been snowing a little bit last week. Been cooped up in my house for a few days. I need to get some exercise. Feel like garbage. right. See if we can find the other end. There we go. We got the other end. Okay. Let's see if I remember how this thing goes. It's been a while. It has been a while. Feed it through. Feed it through. Alright, we got it on there right. Please fit. Oh no. It doesn't fit. It is too small. The hook, the opening to the hook here is too small for my tow hooks here. That's not good. You know what we're gonna have to do? This may be a dumb idea. Don't know. That may be dumb. We'll see. We shall see. Gosh, these are so thick. I can barely fit these things in there. That'll be better. This will be fine, I think. I hope. Get it through there. Maybe. I was gonna attach this to a tree, but I can get it a whole lot closer to my truck if I can attach it to my truck. It's not a whole lot of weight. I mean, it's 9.5 foot logs. We'll see if this works, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. See, this doesn't even have, this is too wide right here too. This is too wide for this to really totally grip onto. But the logs, like I said, aren't crazy heavy. So we'll see what this does. Right? Not crazy heavy. Just don't want it to slip out of there. That's the problem. Let's see if I can squeeze in there a little better. I think I can. All right. That's just gonna have to do for now. See how far this rope will go. Alright, I will be back. All this rope. I go one at a time. Alright, where the butt of the log, where I cut that to begin with, is still in the ground, like probably the bottom quarter of it. So I'm not going to pull that out yet because the root ball is still attached in the ground. Be trouble. Go ahead and pull some of it out, see how well this works here. I'm going to hopefully slack a little bit. A lot of slack. All right. I hope this holds. If not, we're gonna be in trouble. Let's see, it shouldn't be too terribly difficult. Okay. Hopefully everything holds. It's gonna tighten up more and more here. This thing slips out of here. Okay, now we're pulling. Kind of slipping a little bit. The rope is slipping inside the gear. Just hoping it didn't get hung up on like a, there we go. Put my emergency brake on just in case. Be bad news if my truck starts sliding. Still hanging on. It's gonna take a long time. Moving. 9.5 feet long. Probably about 10 inches in diameter. Maybe 9 inches in diameter. Pretty though. But yeah, it's a beautiful, beautiful pencil log right there. Alright. Let's see what that is in diameter. Eight and a half inches. That was not at the butt end, but that was close. So I know the furthest away from us, near the top of the tree, is probably only 4 or 5 inches, maybe something like that. Okay, let's move to the next one. All right, I'm gonna put y'all. I'm gonna stop recording because this will be ridiculous. This will take me hours probably. we go. That's the butt end of that beautiful white oak. See where I skidded it from. Right down there, all the way to the truck. And that's a lot of work to hand crank that. That's for sure. All right, there's the results. Not even probably a half of a face cord. I bet you if I stacked all this in the back of my truck, in the bed of my truck, I could probably get, I'm thinking 4 feet tall, about 4 feet long, one single row. That's it. That's what I'm thinking. Something like that. So probably 1/6 of a full cord. That's what I'm thinking. In length. For me, that's 16-inch pieces. Perfect. With the kerf, all that, 9.5 feet. So that's what I asked them to put in my 5x10 dump trailer. 9.5 feet logs, if I can. 16 inches. Yeah. So this one over here, I screwed up. I screwed up one of the logs. I hate this stupid tape measure. It's the worst. It's so flimsy. You gotta get a stronger one. It's ridiculous. I need one of those logging tape measures. That would be sweet. Just attach it to my hip, just bring it out, and just push it in the end of the log, and it'll stay there. And then you flip it, and it comes out of the log. I mean, that would be, maybe in the future I'll do that. Okay. So now I'm going to get my log splitter. I'm going to split everything right here. I'm going to bring these logs up, stage it close to the road right here, split it all up. That would be the most economical way for me to do that. This has already taken me almost 2 hours to skid these logs out of the woods and to buck them all up right here. That's already taken me 2 hours. And this is probably only going to be 1/6 of a full cord. All right, there we go, y'all. That's about 2 hours worth of work, skidding it out of the woods with a hand winch, Maasdam rope puller, hooked up to my truck. And I just counted the rings, and this is around 60 years old, so I was way off. I thought it was around 30 just because of the height of it. But it had a lot of slow growth. Some quick growth at like the 7-8 year mark, and then it started to slow down tremendously after that. So anyway, all right, so think about it. This is maybe 1/6 of a full cord, probably. That's what I'm guessing. So this is what I had left over. This is, I measured them 9.5 feet. I had screwed up on one for some reason. It just always happens. I try and make it as perfect as I can. It didn't work out on one log. It was not measured 9.5 feet. It was probably measured like 8 3/4, something weird like that. So that's what I had left over. Anyway, so now I'm going to go ahead and, like I said, 2 hours into this. That's what I have. So I hadn't even started splitting it yet, and I've already got 2 hours in. It's going to take probably another hour to split this for me. My size splits, probably an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, something like that. We'll see. All right, y'all, we will see how long this takes us. It is 11:46 right now. I don't know how much wood this is. It's not much. It's a lot of work for not a whole lot of wood, but I am struggling to find logs right now, and I've got to do it. This is my time to do it for potentially to be ready for the end of this year. Potentially, maybe not. go. It is 12:39. I have a little bit more stacking left to do in the back of my truck here. That did include stacking in the back of my truck, except for this loosely thrown firewood right here at the very end, including stacking in the back of the bed of the truck. Give you an idea of what sizes I'm splitting. This is not tiny for me. This is a little larger than normal, what I normally do. This is going to go into my lean-to. See how it dries in there. Got a lot of bark on this wood. Really, the wood wasn't large enough. I mean, I did have some pieces that didn't have any bark on it, like this. I may have a dozen or so like this, like premium bundle wood. I'm only doing it this way so it's easier for me to access. If I just loosely toss it in there, I'm gonna have to use my my rake a lot to get the ones off the back wall of the truck. All right. Thankfully, I did not run out of gas because I forgot to bring my non-ethanol gas. So I had enough in there, or didn't have to fill it up. So I was thankful for that. An idea of the split size. Okay. Looks like to me it's about a half of a face cord, 1/6 of a full cord, probably. So a little more than 24 inches, about 26 inches up here to the highest part, 26 inches. If I just squared it off, about right there. Right there, be about 43 inches, okay? 43 inches, so that's about right, y'all. It's gonna be about a 4x4, 1/6 of a cord. And that took about 3 total hours, I'm thinking, something like that. So think about that. It takes me 3 total hours to do that. And I still haven't even finished stacking it yet. I've gotta put it in my lean-to. That's probably another 20 minutes or so. Okay, I'll probably end up having almost 4 hours into this wood for 1/6 of a face cord. I actually have a lot of customers that order that because it's really about up to the it's a little short of the bed rails on the truck here on the short bed F-150 crew cab. It's really like to the top of the interior light that I have in there. That's about where it's to. So it's almost a truck bed full, loosely thrown, about a 1/6 of a full cord. pick that up. Much better. Here we go, stacking right from the bed of my truck, right into my lean-to, up against the metal wall back there. It's probably about 4.5, yeah, 4.5, maybe 5 feet tall in the back. Just 2 rows. This is all red oak, white oak, and there is some ash in there. And I believe some hickory also. Got a little bit of everything. Here's the old birch right there. That's about dry and ready to burn already. And it looks just like when I split it. No mold, no anything on it. These are tiny little pieces though. This is mostly like edge pieces, because I didn't know quite what to do with the bark of the birch. I know it's an awesome fire starter. I don't know. Anyway. No mold on the wood here. There's a little dirt on especially some of the pieces that I skid through the woods today. A little bit of dirt on it. It's not terrible. But everything else looks really good. Really good. Let's check the other side. Yep. Looking good, looking good. All right, y'all. Thanks for joining me today. We had a great time outside the Raymer Wood Yard and then finishing up in the Raymer Wood Yard. Skidding some logs, getting a little exercise, getting outside. Empty truck bed, and I always love to see that. It's a little messy, but we'll fix that. Hope y'all have an awesome day. Remember, Raymer Wood, it's just the right size.